Alright, we should be live. I hope everything's working. How are we all doing? Hope you can hear the music not too loud. Can hear me? Screen is good. Let's get into some Illuvium. We're still downloading the game and we're just gonna watch some content from other creators. I saw Mr. Oscar Matt just posted something. I want to give it a look. And then we're gonna look into some teams that are crafted for this patch. And after that we're gonna play some Illuvium. Yep, yep. It's called Brutally Honest Review of Illuvium PvP. I'm curious how brutal he's really gonna be.
Illuvium PvP has been in our pockets for about a week now. Yes, it has been absolutely amazing. There's obviously some places where they can pick up, and today this is...
Oh, that's a good start, isn't it? I'm still downloading the game on the site, so we might have to tune down the quality a little bit. There's some websites where you can find Illuvium decks. I can post you some. I can share some with you right now, brother. Where are you chatting? Is it Twitch, Illuvium, or Twitter? I can share you mine. I got those right here lined up. We got we got like, comment, subscribe. So do that. That's from Viper. It's basically a Slayer shock team, it feels like. Then we got the old Ramfire deck. I think it's still solid. We could swap out the air fighters for something else. So let's rework that. Then we got Steam Granite Slayer. And I built another Toxic Mystic deck. It's a little bit expensive, so that might be the problem. But other than that, it looks really solid. Can you share the code? Sure, man. Wait, let me try. Let me try if it arrives in the right destination. Which one do you want? All of them? Let me give you the ones that I know that work. This one is really fun and it works really well. Air has been nerfed now, so you might have to replace those two air fighters for probably water fighters, and here a water rogue. All right, let us just edit this one, and then I'll send you the link for this one. Okay. So Mjol, Toka, and Volante go out, and then we fill them up with some water illuvials. Probably air is still viable. But yeah, we'll see. So what did we miss? We need 2 fighters and a rogue. So here comes the rogue. Here comes 1 fighter. And then we need 1 more fighter, and that will probably be the Riptor. And now our team setup actually costs 5 mastery points less. So that could be nice for this. Let's check out the augments real quick as well. I think Biogenic Suppressor will still be really good. Those 2 we need for the Ramfire to cast fast versus some enemy teams. This one has been nerfed and I haven't found many use cases to it anyway, because it feels like I cannot really group up my rogues as I would like to with this augment. So let's remove it. Here we have crit damage. That's still gonna be good on Ramfire. We got the Parasitic Link, might as well. Here we have reduce energy resistance, that's also buffing the Ramfire damage again. I think we're gonna bring in a second one of those. I think this is one of the best augments to really push your Ramfire's damage. Quantum Nullifier. Bada boom. This one has been nerfed, so we're gonna not bring the lowest one. Those are still really good. Here is extra energy for the Ramfire, also really good. We have one more slot, so let's see. Probably anti-healing would be nice. This one. No, wait. This one. Or crit chance. If we're not gonna put any mana on our Ramfire because we have time till he casts, we put on this, and then we put on just crit chance and crit damage. And that should maximize the damage of our Ramfire. Alright, save. Peace! Hey Hans, how's it going? Can you share the code? Alright. You got it. There it goes. I hope it will arrive at your destination that you're on. Oh no, it sent it on Twitch. Let me try to post on YouTube. There you go. You should have the link now for the Phantom team. And yeah, if the water doesn't seem to really work out, or if you see that other air units are still, like if the air synergy is still kind of OP, you just swap that back to 3 airs instead of the 3 waters. You're welcome. No worries. You're here now? Oh, you swapped? Now I should be able... You can use whatever you want. You can use YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter to watch me. It should all be connected now. And it seems like I can post on all the destinations. So, can we already watch this video now?
This is where I'm going to really be honest with my review on how I feel the game is going so far, what I'm thinking of the game, and where they may be able to pick up some things before moving forward into like a huge release. I know a lot of these things they're going to be thinking about doing anyway, but it's my thoughts. If you guys agree, if you disagree, let me know in the comments, but let's get straight into it. First thing that we're going to talk about right here is this. This is the team builder, and I believe that it works absolutely amazing, but that's me from being in Illuvium for a year.
I agree. I thought the team builder would be a bit scuffed and kind of weird to swap between the game and the website and everything, but it has been really smooth. I'm really surprised how good of an experience actually the team builder in the browser is.
Year and a half, maybe even 2 years. I've stopped counting now. But I know my Illuvials, I know my augments. Well, I don't know my augments, but I have gone through them and learned them. Armaments, kind of know them. Weapons, I know them. But think about someone that has never been in the Illuvium universe before. 843 cards that they can pick from to build a team. Yes, I know we are in God mode and you just get...
That's so funny. The first time when Team Builder was released, I clicked on the link. I saw this 800 and I was like, alright, I have to postpone this. I have to look at it another time. It's really overwhelming, even for people who are already in the community and who already know what it is. It would be nice if the landing page of the Team Builder wouldn't be so overwhelming, where it would just show... I don't know. But not all the 800 cards. That shouldn't be the landing page of the team builder.
Access to every single thing, which is amazing because you can just practice, build whatever strategies you want, learn, and whatever. But if this is the first time you've seen any of these, mate, I would not want to jump into here. I would be like, don't know where to start. Even when I first started making a team, I was like, I don't know what to build around. Made a team and got flogged, but I guess that's the whole learning curve around it. Is you just go out there and place whatever you want, and you learn and come back. Hopefully, people don't get pushed away from that and just go, well, this is too hard. Look at these people; they know what they're doing. Obviously, people will lean on content creators and stuff like that to learn, but I just feel like it is super overwhelming, super duper overwhelming for people starting out.
Yeah,
I know
true.
once we're all there, we're going to start with 1 alluvial, 2 alluvial, 3, and build your team up that way, and you'll learn, and people will just get better as they go. Yes, that way is going to be amazing.
I guess it would be nice to, when the landing page would be a tutorial, and then you can choose or skip tutorial, or if you go into the team builder tutorial, then would be like pick your first alluvial, and it gives you like a selection or whatever. So yeah, that would be a good solution, I guess.
Amazing. And I know they needed to do this way for now. I just feel like it was just way too overwhelming for anyone coming into the game right now. But I know if people stick around and they have played it for a little bit and learn and build a team and build those synergies and it works, it seems like they're sticking around and it seems like they're playing more. They just really need to get over that first hump, which I believe it is a very, very big hump. Second note on the team builder, it should have been in game. I know they're working on it. I know it's coming soon, but it should have been in game. I don't know how hard it is to put it in game, but I just feel like it is a much more seamless operation if someone is just using...
Well, it's pretty obvious that it's always going to be better in the game, but if they would have waited till they had it in the game, it probably would have been another month or whatever, or another 2 weeks till the game came out. So I think they hit it really nice with the timing of the release, and the team builder has been well received. Obviously, it's going to be better once it's in the game, but I don't think it's a big problem. I think they did right to release it when they released it and just do it like this for now.
The launcher. You're just in here. You click on your poison team down the bottom or your rush team, and you just go edit. Not having to click on the team builder and go across. If you've never seen this game before, if you have just come across this game in an Epic Game Store, you download it and go through. You just go, where the hell is this sending me? Why am I going to this site? Why am I doing this? Why am I making an account? Make an account in the launcher. Build your team in the launcher. Play the games in the launcher. I feel like that, for normal people, normal gamers that have no idea about any of this, it just, again, flattens that hump of introduction into the game. And that's the main thing about all of this. It's more the introduction into the game than actually playing the game. Once people get over that hump, they're going to stay. They're going to stay. But we need the onboarding and that hump to be as smooth as possible so we can get in and get people playing as fast as possible and get them sticking around. When we come back to the main screen, I love how quick the loading screens are. Yes, you do have to wait a little bit here and there, but that's nothing. I've played some games and you are sitting there for so long waiting for the game to load, and something that is like so visually appealing like this for the loading screens to not be that long, beautiful. So one thing I did notice is that, see this watch tutorial video here? We're going to click on that and see where that takes us. This takes us to a video of Andrew Wall, but then I noticed, you go down here, this was posted 1 year ago and is about PB2. People that don't know the ecosystem would be going,
That's pretty lame. I gotta agree. You cannot, why not put a new link in? Even, I know Andrew can pump out a video in a minute, and I don't want to underestimate his efforts actually for making this, but yeah. This is kind of weird when you download PvP and you get to play, and then you click on tutorial video and it takes you back from a year-old video. I'd rather have it not in there instead of this. But I think it has been fixed with this patch, and we're gonna check it out later on.
Literally only talking about...
There's also been some backlash with the, how is it called? Liquipedia, the Team Liquid Wikipedia page for Illuvium, as they're using old information there. It has been up not even a day. Don't stress about it that quickly, but yeah, in general we should try to be up to date with everything, especially for everything that we present to newcomers.
Survival mode. Not all of the characters are in what he's talking about, and all the augments look different. Like, it's the old school augments. Look at the difference there. They look super weird. I know it does give you a very good tutorial on synergies and hyper systems and bonding and a few things like that, but I think that they should have made a new tutorial video for this, and even made it one for Ascendant and Leviathan because they're pretty much the same, and then one for Survival again, just updating what's there. You could have done exactly the same video and just recorded it again. I know everyone's busy and whatever. People that have no idea about this game would have clicked on that and gone, some of this does not make any sense. It doesn't look like the same game I'm playing right now. And then I would have gone, a year ago, I thought this just got released. And I think it would have really confused a lot of people, and just, again, just doesn't look as good when new players are coming into the game. I know it sounds like I'm just shitting on everything right now. Trust me, there are some really, really good points coming down the road. I just wanted to get all these negatives off the bat, and then I'm going to send you home with some of the best points going and the points that you're going to take to your mates to get them playing as well. The last negative I'm really going to talk about in this video is just like the promotion of this. I know we've promoted it heaps on Twitter, and that's where like a massive Web3 community is. Yes, amazing. We have the Web3 community that follows us. They know about Illuvium. Investors know about ILV. It's been pumping. Yes, awesome. So good. But we want this to go to normal gamers as well. The ones that aren't there to make the money. They're there to just play the game. They want a fun, interesting, new type of game. And I told one of my friends about this game. He's a pretty serious gamer. He knows a lot of stuff. He's been playing games all his life. The first thing that he said to me was, why hasn't this been posted on the subreddit of PC gaming? Or maybe in other forums that aren't as hyper-focused on Web3 gaming, or just from Kieran that has nearly everyone that follows him is Web3 gamers or Web3 investors. We need to be pushing this to places that aren't as Web3 focused. It's Web2, it's gamers. So I have pushed this towards TSG, and he's pushed this to Rich. Hopefully it really happens. But we need to get pushing on some certain subreddits like this PC gaming, maybe some gaming ones as well. I really hope that Illuvium takes this and they go onto this PC gaming subreddit. Look, it has 3.4 million members. 3.4 million. And they're all PC. That's all you can play it on. Then go over to maybe a gaming subreddit, something else. There might even be an auto battler subreddit. Go and post on all of those things. Get us all to rate it. Hopefully it starts trending, gets to the top of here, so whenever anyone logs in, or it even posts the notification to their phone and they go in, and this is more people seeing the game. This is more eyes on. I know you don't want to go too hard, but I think it would be good to just start getting this intertwined into some of those normal gamers' heads. Don't say anything about NFTs. Nothing. Get the crypto out of it. Just show them that there's a new auto battler coming. Here it is. You can go and play it now. I feel like that would give us a massive boost. And
I agree, and I think it's a great catch to think about Reddit pages and stuff like this. Like, this is a huge opportunity. But I also think, I'm not sure if they forgot about it, or if they deliberately not doing it because they want to focus their marketing efforts and strategy around this for the perfect moment. And maybe right now in open beta is not the perfect moment to get PC gamers. Maybe it is, I'm not sure about that, but I think that could be the reasoning behind Illuvium for not pushing marketing too hard on the Web2 space yet. Because, like we said earlier, right, the tutorial video was outdated, and there's a lot of stuff that maybe Web2 gamers wouldn't be fully satisfied with yet. So I think we should polish it up before we push it too hard. But it's a good reminder.
in saying that, we're going to go over and look at what Kieran has posted with the stats so far. I do like the stats. I know it says 7 days, so we're missing the first day. It really only has early access in the first day, and then we get into normal access probably on the 30th, I think it was. So I would like to see these graphs probably today, because this was posted a couple days ago. What I want to take out of this, the major thing, is only 23,000 people have downloaded it. That's a lot. 23,000. Huge. Think about how many people Axie had playing at their peak time. I know that was a bull run and everyone was in.
Why are we comparing apples and oranges? If you want to compare it with Axie, compare it with Axie Open Beta. How many downloads? And yeah, I don't think we would be far off there.
To making money. Money talks. But I think this number should be a lot more. I know it's early access, all of those things. I think that number should be a lot more. The things that I do like here, this retention here. Yes, there is always going to be a spike in the first couple of days, as I said at the start of the video. People are hyped. People are loving the game. They want to get in. They're going to be playing hours. Plus, there was a tournament across one of these days here, and that's where people were playing for hours. You're always going to see that. But this flat line out the back here, I know it wavers down just at the end, but that flat line there is the same retention daily on weekdays, because that makes a big difference. I would expect it to be up here a bit more on weekends. So on weekdays, that flat line is really, really good. I know I really want to check back on this in next week and get the 2-week kind of stats, because I feel like that would be really interesting to see 2 weeks in. And then Concurrent players, again, just over about 800, and we dribbled down to just above 500. I know it's a decrease. Again, it's during the week. This probably was the weekend during the tournament where heaps of people were playing, and we just dribbled down. I don't see that as bad. As I said, there's always going to be hype at the start, and then active players. Look, I think what's that? 14,000 on day 2. Huge. When we've only had 23,000, nearly half, more than half of them were active on the second day. I know we dribbled back down to about 4,000 here. And
just to clarify, the weekend was actually, this is the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I believe. So this first spike was due to the release on the 28th, then on 29, everybody got it, downloaded it, and played it on 29 and 30. So that's the first spike, just the release. And then it goes down kind of constantly, even into the weekdays, even over the weekends. There's a little spike, like a little wave here for the Saturday, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked that it almost flattens out and it doesn't really crash down.
And it does drop off a bit here. That's why I would love to see this next 7 days, to see if we can bounce here, or even once we do a post on those PC gamings and stuff like that, see if that actually makes a difference. And I do love, this is a huge pro about Illuvium and pretty much Web3 gaming in a whole. Its transparency is second to none. Seriously, most normal games will not give you things like this. Will not at all. Even putting all of this stuff in people's eyes and loving it, I think, is really good. A couple of other ones to note here. 577th on Twitch. Not sure. I think like the majority shareholders will be the top 10, take up nearly all of Twitch, or maybe top 20 games, and then everything else is super low. So I don't think that that's something of an issue. Peak concurrent players, 8.
What do they say? Is it the 80-20 rule? Like the top 20% will have 80% of the market, and the lower 80% gonna have the top 20%.
124. That's pretty cool. 824 people at one time. That was a peak. As you can see, we're hovering just above 500 with an average queue time of less than 20 seconds. Seriously, that is amazing. For a game in beta with only 23,000, 24,000 people downloaded probably by now, to get 20 seconds is phenomenal. Seriously phenomenal. And it doesn't matter about ping. You can play against someone that's in the bloody North Pole that has like 0 internet, because it doesn't matter what the ping is, because you're...
Sorry, I just love Australians. The bloody North Pole.
doing your own thing on your own board. They're doing their own thing on their own board, and then it just communicates and then plays. It's not like an FPS where the ping matters. So you can have pretty slow internet and play this game. That is a huge positive.
That was one of the first reasons I got into strategy, and especially into TFT and Dota on the Lords before that, because my internet was too shit to play anything else.
I hadn't even thought about really until then how good this game can be in countries that have crap internet like Australia. So I do love all this, and I do love that multiple game patches are happening. I think one literally just happened. Streamer incentive, that's happening right now. Leaderboard incentives are coming very soon. And as I said, those tutorials need to get updated, and it does look like it's going to happen. And it's
I didn't even realize there's going to be leaderboard incentives coming in. That's sick. Can't wait. Maybe we're going to have leaderboards, and then we can actually get some rewards for that. That's so cool.
Is something that I said at the start of the video. Most of the things I'm talking about are going to happen, or they're in the works of happening. And hopefully that just keeps that hump of people coming in a lot smaller. And instead of seeing the drop-off we see here, it halves, and we stay a little bit higher, and we just keep people in longer. One of the major announcements that has been dropped after PvP was dropped was that Team Liquid has now joined forces with Illuvium. Look, I'm not much into esports. I had no idea who Team Liquid was. I said this to my buddy, and he goes, yeah, they're absolutely huge. They are massive. I had a bit of a look into them. And
so many people said they don't know who Team Liquid is. It's like, if you don't know Fnatic, like, it's one of the main names in the scene. I thought it was well known even outside of the gaming scene, but it's funny.
They are huge. You got their...
Like, obviously not outside, like really outside the gaming scene, but like computer savvy people would stumble across Team Liquid in their 10 years that they're on the internet, kind of thing, I meant.
Illuvitar's dropping in like 3 or 4 days, 5 days. 5 days. If you are going to go and buy them, make sure you use the link in the description there. That really helps me out. But in saying that, I don't know if I've seen a big spike in people playing. I don't know how much this has helped. I know they haven't streamed it yet to their fans. I went and had a look at one of their posts, so we'll go over there now. The post I'm talking about is this one right here, where they're talking about that.
About streaming, they had the Team Liquid players, all the TFT pros from Team Liquid. They all, hey, there am I. Nice. All the pros streamed a little bit of Illuvium. Some people complained because they didn't like how the streamers streamed, but whatever. Like, they covered it.
Auto battler and playing and everything like that. We go down, there's so many Web3 comments where everything is amazing. Look at that. Everyone knows all these names. But if you keep going down and you have a look at ones that aren't Web3, just random people, this game is nowhere close to being ready for esports. Cringed. Didn't esports organisations already learn their lesson not to dabble in Web3 trash? Looks like Steve is taking TL to the LPL. Wow, this sucks, dude. Osman Gold, are people about to get fleeced? That's enough. I'll just pick those ones and have a look at the other comments underneath. Looking at the comments back on this one, Nick Illuvium, have you played? Here you go. Have you played it? Yes. Sweet, yeah, it's beta. We're still working on it. See what needs to get ready. I have a lot of thoughts on it. I have a few K hours in auto battlers, and it's like, give us your feedback. This is what we need. We want people like this that don't think it's ready. I'm trying to take my head and put it into these people to give to you what they may be thinking. This guy, he has thoughts. Tell us. Like, give us feedback. This is what we need. People like this is the feedback we want.
It's so annoying, no? When people complain how shit it is, then somebody else asks, so why is it shit? Maybe we can make it better. And they're not even replying, or they don't even care. They just wanna create that drama, but they're not actually looking for a solution for their problem. They're just happy promoting the problem.
On Sports ETH, the Ox, like literally not, like all these people think that it's about making money. Backed by crypto, at least give it a try. It's distrust of anything crypto, let steer me so wrong. Web 2 people.
I would love statistics for that. For example, Team Liquid, another announcement they did with a normal Web 2 game, how many negative comments were there and stuff. Like if we have, let's say 20% negative anti-Web3 comments, but on other games there is 20% also hate comments, not about Web3, but in general, doesn't really matter. Then we kind of dodged the bullet on it, I feel like.
People aren't ready for this. Web 2 people are not ready. Hopefully Team Liquid can take this, stream it, convert some people, and get them across and get them on side for auto battlers. This is literally all I can ask, is that they can explain this to people like this that think that crypto is all about taking your money. It's all about making money. It's not. We're about having fun. That is what Illuvium is about. So that's all I'm going to talk about with Team Liquid.
I think it's important to just highlight the game. Yeah, I've had such an easier time explaining to people, well, because I'm like saying to people, yeah, I'm kind of working online with some project. Like, what are you doing? Well, it's Illuvium. It's that blockchain backed game. Like, it takes so long for people to explain what a Web3 game is. And yeah, we're gonna have all that Web3, all that blockchain. We're gonna have it in the background. It's not gonna be on the first thing you see on the homepage. Maybe if you click like 5 subcategories down, you're gonna find something about the blockchain. But this is supposed to be promoted as a game because it is just a game, and the technology behind it shouldn't be the main attraction point. And I don't think we have to explain people Web3 and stuff and try to convert them to the blockchain. I think we just have to promote the game as it is, as a super good, nice game. And you don't need to take any part in Web3 if you don't want to.
Go over and play ranked, and I'm going to talk about my last couple of things. Hopefully I can get the win. That'll give me that 3.
I legit hate that the masses are so stupid. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If you get 10,000 comments, there is going to be 1,000 really negative, stupid, or whatever comments in it. You always have to take that with a grain of salt. Like, I hope one day, if I'm going to have 1,000 comments on my YouTube video and there is 100 of them just hating on me, I will be able to just not even recognize them, because it would be weird without them. That's just how we work. When we get together in masses, you get everything.
3 to get me into Kieran's little competition for streamers and content creators, and this video is my submission. So hopefully you'll like it. Hit the subscribe, because I'm going to try and get as many out as I can. If there's anything you want to know, hit the comments, do all of those happy little things. But my last of the pros that I have written down right here, the multiple different strategies that you can do to play and win. There is at least 4, if not more, meta comps that have been playing a lot. This isn't from my head. This was from me talking to some of the best of the best.
All right, let me try to get them before he says them. Ramfire Rogues, Fire Phantom Inferno. Arcanite, obviously Arcanite Fire Toxic. Arcanite Air Fighter Toxic. Empaths with Blaze Knight. There's to all of these decks you have some iterations, right? What do we have? Rogues, Empaths, Arcanite. And then we have Invokers, I guess. It hasn't been popping off really good Invokers, but I hope it will be popping off more. And I would put another one Toxic. Maybe just because I'm playing so much, but just Toxic as your everything, as your damage dealer, as your sustain and everything. I really like that. Wow. That notification is really loud. Thank you for the following. So yeah, I think he's gonna say Rogues, Arcanite, Empaths, and Invokers. Let's see.
So far in Illuvium, there is multiple teams that are huge and that you are probably going to come across. I don't know what they are. I don't know how they are played. I haven't looked into that enough.
Never mind then. Alrighty. It is what I just said. Here's the confirmation.
Huge amount of teams that are up there. To have 4 meta teams, not just one team that is meta, and then when they face each other, it's just a stale crap match.
Sorry for pausing so much, but yeah, I really like the recent patch because we have one team that is a little bit above everything else, which is the Empaths, and also the Scoriox with the broken augments. So now that we fixed the broken augments and we also fixed the Empaths, the T0s, and the Airs, we should kind of get that even playing field where all the decks are kind of good, and we get into that rock paper scissor scenario where everything counts as something, and hopefully you can even in a counter matchup with a lot of skill, you might be able to still win the matchup even if you countered. I think that's the ultimate goal. We're not quite there yet, but we'll get there. But I at least hope that the rock paper scissors scenario is restored now with the latest patch. And then the longer it goes, people are gonna figure out what's really a little bit better, and it's gonna end up being again one deck that is just dominating the ladder, and then we need another patch, right?
You can come up. You come up against someone, and then you go, oh, I'm not suited to this team. I don't know what I'm going to do right here. Multiple strats, multiple teams is always a big driver in making things competitive. A lot of strats, even on strats. I played a game literally just before. I lost my first 3 rounds. I had like 20 health left or something. I came back and won. I played the long game.
Talking about long game, did you see my video yesterday? I think we played 10 rounds. I don't know if anybody went up that far. But we got 1,600 master point in the last round. It was crazy. It was so sweaty.
I nearly always lose my first round. My strat isn't to win the first round. My strat is probably not that good. To lose the first 3 rounds and then be able to come back and win does not happen in normal games. When you are down 3-0, you usually get pummeled. But I just love that you can play that long game and you can...
It's kind of common in TFT. There's like a whole thing around it, the lose streaking, right? Where in TFT you want to actually lose and keep losing to build up a lose streak gold, or you want to keep winning and build up win streak gold. Obviously this is different in Illuvium, but I think they went down a similar path where it's like strategic to lose the first round, where you want to get a better positioning and stuff like this, but you're gonna have to pay with your life points.
You can put them in that false sense of security and then just override them and knock them out. Obviously everyone is so keen on PvP. This is what people have been playing, obviously, because it is pretty good, really good. I do love that survival is still there. It's always going to be there, obviously, but people are still playing it. I had a look at the leaderboard today, and there are still people continually hitting just under wave 30. I know that the best of the best people probably aren't playing that because they just want to play PvP, but it seems like all these new players are still playing and going to play survival. I absolutely love that, because I believe that's where you can learn this game and really, really get better and better at it. So if you are those people that have been playing survival, I love you. So something that needs to be fixed here, I should be able to take my water kite and switch it with this, or take that off. I have enough, but I have to go back. It's not letting me do it now. I have to take one back and then switch it. That's something that needs to change. It shouldn't be that hard to switch my weapon. Before we go...
He just has to put on the 0 weapon, like your default weapon, which is at the end, I guess, here. The 0 cost weapon, and then you get all your mastery points back, and then you can put the new weapon on it.
To switch my weapon. Before we go off this match right here, they are using all tier 0 alluvials, and they are flogging me. I think they are going to literally win right now. Seriously, I have no chance right here. I've obviously played this very wrong, but look at this strat. Tier 0 alluvials are smashing me right now. If this doesn't show you that this game can be free to play, I don't know what will. Obviously, the last thing that I'm going to...
I love it, and I love it that free to play units have an important role in the Illuvium PvP. I wouldn't want it to be like tier 0s. They're for the free to play players, but they're basically trash, and you don't need them anyway. So I'm pretty stoked that tier 0s are so strong. Maybe they're a little bit overpowered. I hope the patch fixed that, but they should stay in a very strong position in general, I think.
Talk about right now is the visuals. We all know that they are bloody fantastic. Look at this.
Yes, sir. It's crazy.
Game can you get this close to them and they look fantastic? You can even see the reflection in their eyes.
Insane.
You can see him breathing and moving and taking breaths. I don't even have this on the highest settings. The settings I have on are absolutely like atrocious because I need to record while playing. So I just think that they're obviously outdone themselves, and everyone's always going to say this, but that they 100% have. I don't think they could do much better with these visuals than they have. It is stunning. So that's about it for my brutally honest review. I know there was a lot of negatives in there, and I feel like they're going to really pick those up. They're definitely going to pick them up. They're coming in the next patch, or maybe not the next patch, but they're coming soon. 100% they're coming soon. As you can see there, I just got beat by tier 0 alluvials. Free to play is a thing. I should have done a lot better there, but there you go. You learn every time you play. Hopefully you have liked this video, and I will see you in another one soon.
Really good video, actually. Stoked. Thank you, Oskamat. Go subscribe, go comment, go like, do all the things you have to do. One tip for next time, maybe make a little bit of a sandwich feedback thingy, where you have like a good thing, a bad thing, a good thing, a bad thing. When you just list like 4 bad things and then 4 good things, I don't know. I think it's easier for people to are like, oh, this is just a negative review, or yeah, it's just positive. I think it's good to mix it up. But yeah, really good video. So I wanted to send another link to you guys, so you have the decks that I'm gonna be playing as well. Can play some mirror matches on the ladder. My game is almost updated, so we're almost in. What did you want? The Slayer? Steam Granite Slayer? This one I'm excited for. I think Viper was playing it yesterday. I definitely copied it from him. I just changed again the 3 airs to 3 water. So that's gonna be kind of my theme. Because again here, all the units, they really like to cast. The Slayers, the Invokers. So water seems like a good option. If air is still strong, it might still be the better option, because air counters kind of everything. Because air reduces the enemy starting energy. And everything wants to cast anyway, so this is gonna really be really good. Alright, share this. Where do we share it? It's kind of weird that I cannot post at the same time to YouTube and Twitch, but I'm just gonna post it on both sides manually. Alright, and maybe this one I'm really excited for. I don't know if it's gonna work out. This is kind of my old toxic deck that I had going, but this time I brought in the Monkier and the Apon. Monkier to get the double Berserker with the right plans, and then we have the Mud activated, and the Mystic, and the Colossus, and the Verdant. The one unit I could swap out would be the Archelion, and we could bring in maybe another Mud, the Predator. How is it called? Grant. It's Grant's monkey. how's he called? We got Apon from Aaron, we got Monkia from Kieran, and we got... What is it? A Predator, right? Gorilla! The Gorilla. So that could be an option if our deck is a little bit... Yeah, we could bring in the Gorilla instead of the Archelion, but overall I like it. I was thinking of bringing in the Aegis with the Archelion. And then you could bring in the Blaze Knight for the Wildfire, but yeah, we want to stay on this track. We want to build around Colossus, Toxic, Mystics. I think we did a good job here. Also bringing in the Berserker. I don't know if they're going to be worth it. Here's where we could downgrade a little bit, where we downgraded our right plans to be a Riptorus, because our deck is super expensive. But we have a strong early game. So that's the point. We have the Toxic strong early game, so we might be able to actually reach wave 5, wave 6 consistently, where we then can deploy our whole team and sweep them, because we're so strong in the late game with our strong deck right here. And I feel like the longer everybody has been playing, the longer the matches actually last, because everybody kind of figures it out, so you really can turn it around and you don't get 4-0 swept so easily every game, except when you play versus teams that are built around this, like rogues and whatever. I need to rename those. I never know what's in like, comment, and subscribe. All I know is just like, comment, and subscribe. It's perfect. It keeps reminding me to remind you. This is a weird one, huh? I didn't watch his stream when he played this. It's gonna be interesting to figure out. I played a similar one earlier from him, like Slayer Squiz. It's an interesting one. We can activate the Scion. I think we're gonna always bring in... I wonder which are the flexible Illuvial choices. Probably Archelion, Gnarl, and Blotto. What are you always gonna bring in? The 2 Toxics, the 2 Slayers, the 2 Squiz. Yeah, and then you either bring in 2 Scions for that, or Colossus and Monkier, or Colossus and Aegis, or whatever. No worries, man. You want me to share all of them? Or are you good for now? Oh, game is downloaded. Let's try them out. Sheesh. Let's see how they are. I think I'm gonna start with the Toxic team, because that's the one I built just now, and I'm really excited to see how it performs. It happens so much so that you like find the perfect team and then it's just too expensive, because you're gonna bring in that Ramfire and that Blotto, and I'm really excited to see air units now. I think the patch should have been strong enough. It was probably strong enough to nerf air enough, because it takes away 50% of that starting energy bonus. And that's huge. Yeah, that's good, Emmanuel. I feel you. I wouldn't want to be you don't want to be overloaded with too many decks. It's good to have just 1 or 2 that you can switch between. So, loading screen is crazy, eh? It's not as fast. Maybe it's just me. We're gonna start with ranked right away, because I'm just too impatient. Sometimes it's nice to make some own changes as well, just to notice why it was not that way before. Yeah, I feel you. Playing other decks and then optimizing them and see what works better and what works worse is probably one of the best ways to learn the game, I think. Alrighty, let's start with Toxic. Tomasz. We are versus Bulwark, Invoker, Slayer, Phantom. Yeah, it's kind of Bulwark rogues. Duelef is just there to, yeah. The Slayers are the main carries, and the side units are Bulwark and rogues, I think. Shock. That would be so good for our Shock team, for our Squiz team. Have their resolve reduced. That's pretty good for him, so we might want to deny that. This is also really good, stacking grid and resolve for our tanks, for our poisons. I don't think he's gonna go 3 points into that. No. I don't think this is so good either to him. Could be really good on his ram fight though. But I don't think he goes for Phantom. He has a really weird team. Like, are you even gonna bring in Phantom? We shall see. Alrighty, I have a little tactic. Does somebody want my tactic sheet? It's not really well written. Anyway, we start with Cardulu, a 15 weapon and a 30 armor. I planned it all out, so hopefully I didn't make any mistakes. I guess I mixed something up. It should have been a 15 weapon and the 30 armor. So let's change that right away. That's why we usually try the decks out in casual, not in ranked. But that shouldn't be a big problem if that's the only thing that went sideways. Nice taunt here, saving our ranger. And now our toxic really starts ticking. And as soon as we kill units, we're gonna heal. We have one more ability to cast. Perfect, really good. Clean sweep. Alrighty, for the next wave, we're gonna bring in Ripe Plants and a Monk here, and we have to remove the armor for that, but we already did that. Ripe Plants giving us 3 poison units and also 3 poison stacks. And then we're gonna bring in the Monk here for having also Berserker activated. Really, really strong turn 2 turn. Just make sure your Ripe Plants is not in danger. And he's gonna be in danger either here in the front line, but not so much since the Colossus taunts anyway. The dangerous place for him is in the back line, because there's all the rogues gonna be coming in. So I think we wanna have him somewhere here. As long as our Berserk... We don't wanna block the Cardulu too much. As long as our Berserkers are next to Colossus, the Colossus are gonna taunt all the damage away from the Berserkers. So that's good. Again, Cardulu just gonna heal himself up. Hyperactive, toxic proccing. Wonderful. Dude, yesterday I upgraded from this big of a screen as my second screen to this big of a screen for my second screen. And right now I'm a little bit overwhelmed by it. I'm like, I feel like I'm playing in a cinema or something. But it's nice. I also have a new chair. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm finally sitting comfortable. Nice back support. So, what we got now? I think Apon is coming in. I wonder how to spell it. Apon or Apon? There we go, activating Mud. Now would be nice to activate Mystic. We don't really have anything for that. So either we bring in some Augments or an Archelon. But Archelon, we don't have Aegis or Verdant right now. So it feels kind of weird to bring him in. We're running out of time though, so let's just do it anyway. Maybe you here, you there. Should be alright. Range is a little bit mispositioned, but whatever. Yowza! Our Arcalion got smoked. Riptorus is the next target. Right plants right here. Got smoked as well. But now it's our time. We stacked up that poison. And once again, Cardulu is attempting the 4-on-1. Killing one unit, killing another one. But Umbre damage, crazy. Really strong. Don't need those. Yeah, we don't have the patch in yet that fixes the legendary augments. It's a bit of a pity. Because nobody needs those two. So we're both gonna do the same 3-1 again. And you can really feel it when you get 3 legendary augments that people need. Then it's a lot more mind games already. But if you just have 2, it's so obvious what everybody's gonna vote on for most of the time. So, I guess now it's time for the Gnarl, activating Verdant and Colossus. It's huge. If we wouldn't have played Arcalion, we would have played an Augment and saved 20 Mastery Points. We could now bring in Adorius and Gnarl, which would make for a way better turn 4, I think. But what we need is really that Colossus. Next round we're probably going to bring in Titanor. And we're just gonna try to survive versus these rogues long enough. We also have some augments for that. They have mostly physical damage, so we're gonna get some grit and resolve right here. I would like to have it kinda in the middle. Maybe we do it next round and just give ourselves some attack speed debuff right now. Ooh, that's gonna be perfect. We're gonna counter them really good here. Reduce their attack speed by 24% and also gain unkillable for 6 seconds when we fall below 10% health. So this guy is gonna tank forever. Also he's gonna healing himself. He has quite a bit of sustain against all that damage coming in. But look at the attack speed for an Umbre. There's not happening much. And now we're still tanking the 6 seconds. And that really gives us the time to annihilated the rest of his team. Now it's all our team versus Umbre. It's gonna be interesting. Because he has also Parasitic Link, so every time he casts he's gonna probably heal full. There's not gonna be another task, my friend. Sweet. Yeah, so basically now we seal the deal. Because now we bring in the Titanor and it's kinda done. This is kinda done. It feels like maybe he's gonna reposition his Umbre, so we're just gonna bring this guy over here. Stacking. I was thinking about itemizing Adorius as a kind of off carry, main carry, whatever. With like the Photon Ripper. What else are we doing? Are we doing the grid now? Yeah. Because now we can really position this grid into everybody, and now we're gonna buff everybody in here. Because it's gonna affect allies in a medium area. And medium area is like this big or something. Large area is kind of like a Ramfire Omega, I feel like. And medium area is like here. I don't know if we're gonna hit those guys, but at least all in here is gonna be hit by the medium area buff. Making a decent team is hard. I got overwhelmed. I got some videos about it where we really go step by step. I think it's like a team, like a week old or something, a week ago. I uploaded 2 team builder guides. I can link them to you if you don't find them. And otherwise, yeah, I would just really go slow. Really go slow, step by step. And kind of like domino, you know? First you find out what you want to play around. For example, let's say I want to play around Right Plants. Right Plants is Toxic and Berserker. So I go from there. So I bring in the Toxic guy, activate this, and I bring in a Berserker guy, activate that. And then I look at the guys that are brought in. So I brought in the Toxic, that's Cardulux, Cardolux is Colossus. So then I'm gonna go Colossus. And that's step by step, you just build your team and connect those synergies to each other. And the only thing you really gotta take care for that you don't use too high cost Illuvials. You don't want to get above 600 mastery points team cost. So I think that's a really easy and nice way to approach the team building. Just go from one synergy to the next synergy, connecting the dots, and just try to stay as cheap as possible with everything except your main carries. They can be as expensive as you want, but you want to have some tier 0s or whatever in there to keep the cost low. Cool. Toxic deck won our first round. It's pretty sweet. There we go. Don't use bugs. Who is that? Don't use bugs. Let's see if he uses a buggy augment in here. What are we playing? Invoker? Probably a Tsunami Invoker on our Ranger. Let's take a little screenshot. Looks interesting. Tsunami Invoker Water. I can't wait for water teams to be viable. They're so fun. We should have all slots filled. What do you mean all slots? Like having 80 Illuvials on the board? That's what you want to go for. You want to have a full board, 8 out of 8 placed Illuvials. Or do you mean by slots the 28 cards that you can bring? You also want to have that filled, because the more augments you can put in, the better. Because this counters healers and casters. This can counter either energy damage or physical damage. You know, you got the more augments you're able to bring, the more options you have to counter your opponent somehow. There we go. I think I actually intended it to be that way. That we have 5 mastery points for the next round when we're gonna bring in the Ryplans and the Monk here. I'm really curious. I think this is somebody from Xborg. They always are very self-righteous in which bugs are the banned ones and which bugs are not allowed to be used and which bugs are allowed to be used. It's really funny if some people just draw their lines on their own. I think everything that's in the game should be allowed, and except for things that are exploits. And if you exploit, you just get disqualified and that's it. But it's really hard once you start banning stuff and start excluding stuffs from the game. You're gonna make your own meta. You're gonna shift the meta towards where maybe you're gonna be better prepared for it because you knew that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's a tough topic, I feel like. Kind of like that. We could also just sacrifice our ranger, and that would help our two berserkers here to be a little bit faster. Because if we don't have the ranger here, we don't want our berserkers to be focused first. I guess versus the casters it's not such a big deal, because they don't have that big amount of auto hit damage. And we'll see on our ranger how much she can withstand before she falls. Pretty good so far. Also the caster not doing too much damage. Our Cardolux is able to survive a full Sinnoh burst. But then again, they don't have Science activated. They don't have much damage yet. No augments on the Sinnoh. And that's what I mean. Our team is kind of expensive, but we figured out the early game. So we're not taking damage in the early game usually because we have a strong wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. That gives us the freedom to bring more expensive Illuvials because we know we most likely are going to get into that late game, into that wave 5, 6. So let's just remove the armor for now. Oh, it's removed already. Okay, we have 125 points to work with. Wave 3 is my least favorite wave, I feel like. I never really know what to bring in. What do we need versus this guy? Heal? More Colossus? Let's do what we said last time. We're gonna bring in that guy. And now we're gonna just bring in one augment. Less energy gain. That's perfect. And then next round we can actually bring in Apon and Adorius. If we want that. That heal came a little bit late, Arcelion. Gotta say. Here come the casts. Cardalux is gonna take some damage. Able to withstand the full cast. The Flish cast actually hitting the Arcelion, so that's pretty good. And hopefully our poison finally starts ticking down some damage. Damn. Alright. Are we seeing the new meta here? Tsunami Water Invoker Ranger. Healing reduced, don't need that. Frost, don't need that either. So those are all things that counter us. Now we gotta figure out which one is he gonna pick to counter us. Healing reduced, we don't have a lot of healing, so it's not that. He gains a shield when he casts, that's pretty good for his frontliners. But inflicting frost to my units is even better, I feel like. So I hope we can counter him like this. Perfect. Got him. Is our positioning just bad? Because that's what I feel like is happening here. Anyway, you and you. Apon feels a bit useless because he's stunning the units around him, but there's not going to be anybody around him. Maybe if we put him like right here. And you can catch some lasers over there. Maybe over here actually. Looks good. Arcelion feels really useless over there. I think we have to do a little bit of repositioning in general. I don't think we can beat this wave. We don't have enough damage to get through. He actually has quite a bit of sustain. Even though he's, through all the water, he's casting so much. And then he gets a lot of sustain through his empaths. Like the Atipos and stuff like this. It's a really nice setup. I think we're gonna copy it right away and try to refine it and play it. And see what counters it actually. That's what I mean with expensive deck, huh? We're now in wave 5 and I can still not bring on my full board. I feel like Titan or Cast is gonna be huge here. And then we need some resolve. Yeah, positioning wise, we would like to have Maybe we can undo this for the 20 cost, at least like reposition a little bit. Because I want you to be here. Let's see. Interesting deck. And then to reduce the enemy's energy, he brings in this, because this triggers every time you cast. And since he's a full water tsunami team, you're gonna cast a lot. So this is actually gonna be reducing more energy than the biogenic suppressor. So that's huge. I'm really excited to play this team. I always loved water decks. Then again, this is just a new toxic team that I built. So this is definitely not the most optimized, not the best deck. Right now, I wasn't supposed to... I didn't expect to win like 10 games in a row. Are we actually winning this round right now? Well, more Ranger cast is just gonna one-shot us. Yep. Because his abilities are stacking up 26 Omega power every time he casts. So that's what the team is kind of built around. You can see the 15,000 damage of the Ranger here on the right side. And we got 11,000 just through a monk here. Let's try to itemize him and see if that changes a little bit. Pure attack damage, why not? Then give him Indomitable with it. Oh, he already has an augment. Indomitable on you. And you get an Indomitable. Sweet. What else are we gonna do? Reduce energy gain? Sure. I don't think it's gonna change much, but might as well. And then we could all get some health or some stacking energy resist. That could be also really nice, but I feel like we're gonna get one shot anyway. So maybe just start with 80 physical and energy resistance right here. He's scared now. We almost beat him. That's funny. The Indomitable, invulnerable frontline carry. It's really good. This guy's never gonna die. Luckily we have another guy to focus on here. Now he's another 6 seconds unkillable. Alright, Titanor, can you at least cast your Omega? Nope, because we're losing too many energy through these two augments. So those seem really strong. Yeah, if we win now, we're gonna keep playing this deck, obviously. Apon is smacking his way through there. Wow. I think we win the round here too. The comebacks, what? That's so funny. Alright, now we finally bring in a full team, eh? Maybe I don't want to redo the positioning. It's been working really good for everybody here. So let's just bring him over there. Never change a running system, they say. What else should we play? Probably Parasitic Link would be best for a monk here. Solid. Pretty solid, let's see. By the way, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you do, I make YouTube videos. I try to stream regularly. And yeah, I'm all here for you. You can ask me anything about the game, about the council. Doesn't matter. I'm all open ears. Is the game bugging out? How do you like the new stream music? I'm glad I found this copyright-free track. Has a little bit more energy to it than my cousin's music that we have been playing the other streams. Really? What's happening here? Is it me? Am I the problem? I do have a connection. I never know if restart is the better option or just wait. Come on, man. We would have won this now. I'm pretty sure. This augment really counters them, I feel like. The Indomitable for 6 seconds. Because they can one-shoot you all they want. But if you have this, they need to do it twice. Right, I guess it's a relog. I'm just Alt F4ing this. It's a pity this hasn't been fixed, but yeah, we're in open beta, guys. Never forget that. And for open beta, we have a pretty freaking polished product, I would say. The problem really is that the Illuvium team is too good. So we are like used to the perfect high standards that they always provide their stuff in. And then if something is like a normal standard or even above normal, it's still like seems so bad compared to the quality they've been putting out in other sides of the project. Hey, how's it going? Anime Noodles, I like your name. That's funny. You would make a great friend with Viper, I think. Come on. Give me that reconnect button. I want to see if we won. I don't remember how much rating we had. Do it. Nope, it's gone. Maybe the Aegis Verdant is a little bit of an overkill and we could do something else instead of that. Could bring in a C4s. Let's do that real quick. Where is it? It could be good versus something else though. What would it be good? It just provides sustain. What do we need sustain against? Against other sustain comes? Well, we'll never out-sustain us. So against other empaths, this doesn't help us. Against rogues, doesn't really help us either. I'd rather have a C4s with granite in there. It helps our null to withstand a little bit more damage, and we have those healing fields that Verdant provides, but I'm not sure, man. Let's just bring in a C4s extra, and then we can use whatever we think is better for the current matchup. We stay a little bit more flexible. I want to transition more into having like more than 80 Luvials in the team, so you actually have some options to play around with. I hope this is updated right away. This game is not play to earn, it is pay to play right now. So we don't wanna... I think nobody's saying this is play to earn. This is way behind us. And how can it be pay to play if it's open beta free to download? That doesn't make sense. It's free to play, my man. Nobody has invested a single buck inside the game yet. One day you're gonna obviously have some monetized models in the game, same like any other game that is selling skins or card packs or whatever. So obviously that's gonna be there, but we have been seeing that the free-to-play units that everybody can catch for free are actually the most overpowered right now. And there's probably not a single deck where you don't have... Well, I guess my deck doesn't have a tier 0. That's why I built this toxic deck, to kinda... There is no air, there's no T0, there's no empath. Off meta, somebody would call it. But maybe now it's becoming the new meta, the new patch. Whoppa, what was that? Should we go a little bit more sharp? Thanks for the subscription or the follow. I'm not sure. I think with the multi-stream it's a little bit hard to find out what just happened, but thank you, whatever you did. Feels like a little bit blurry since the update. Alright, Ranger, if you can kill one, you can kill them all. Heal, heal, heal. Told you. If you can kill one, you can kill them all. Well played, my friends. Oh, you couldn't see it. Oh, that's such a pity. I'm so sorry. My Ranger was just in a 1 versus 4, and she was like on 1% HP. And then she just started killing them and healing because of the toxic affinity. It got better and better. If buying NFTs, so it's pay to play. Well, your NFTs in this case are just like your cards in Hearthstone, with the only difference that you actually own them. But in every other strategy game, you also need to buy your assets, right? Too slow. 6 seconds. Looks good. Doesn't require. Every game, Illuvium 0, Illuvium Arena, and the overworld all have free-to-play experiences. The tier 0 experiences built into. And then if you wanna play competitively, obviously you have to buy those stage 3 runs to get the good ones, or you need to buy Illuvials on the Market X. But in every card game, if you wanna have the best cards, you have to buy them or somehow acquire them. Like, you're not required to pay a single cent. I think there's gonna be a lot of players who just gonna play this free to play, and they're gonna have the best time in their life, and they're happy with that. You can really design your game experience how you want it to be. I guess we're just bringing Titanor in versus those guys. What else is in his team? We don't have a single 20 cost. Augment? Alright, I gotta change that. That's kinda weird. Please no more disconnects. Oh, right now you don't need a single NFT to play. Yeah. Hans is right. Yeah, Hans, but it's only playable for the people who already had it. For everybody who came in new with PvP, it's not unlocked. You need a beta code to play Overworld. I want to try this on the right plans. Would be also nice. Let's go for all of them. So we kind of want to keep that Ramfire away from everybody. So I think I'm going to put one of those Mystics in that corner. Just going to try to occupy the Ramfire. I hope we're close enough to him. We're going to give some Indomitable. Like this. And we should be good. Other than that, probably bringing in more Colossus or the Granite. Both really good choices. I think it's gonna be the Gnarl for now and Granite next round maybe. Here you're gonna bring away this Doko from the Riplands. So our Riplands is gonna stay a little bit more safe. I really hope the Ramfire is not gonna chase after our Riplands. We're gonna find out in 1 second. Beautiful. I think with this augment, we should stay alive, even without the augment. We should stay long enough to trigger the Ramfire Omega. And he's not gonna hit a lot of people. He's still gonna hit the Riplands. But I think this is it. Yeah, we're gonna do enough damage to win the round. Clean sweep. Hey, so far, Toxic Team, working good. And that's my Toxic Team. Nobody can come in now and accuse me of stealing. The last few days I've been flamed and attacked and accused and everything so much for like taking other people's stacks. It's like, dude, there's 5 meta decks and 100 people figured them out on their own already. It's not like you invented this. Many times somebody else got it before you, you just don't know it. Like some people feel so entitled to some of those decks, even though like S-Chat came in and flamed me after the tournament that I copied their deck to counter them. And like an hour before that, I built this deck from scratch, live on screen, without looking up anything. Yeah, it's hilarious to me. It's really like this in Hearthstone and other games? Yeah, it is. I don't really care, to be honest. Usually I find it more funny if somebody like gets super offended by me just playing a deck that is obviously one of the best ones. Like all I said to those people were, dude, I have no time to research who actually, and there's many times not a way to prove who actually invented the deck. And if you wouldn't have invented it, probably the next day somebody else would have found it out. It's really not that hard. Of course there's some really genius little tactics that you can find. I'm not trying to, you know, it's okay, but come on, man, relax a bit. Yeah, there will be a website of the best decks. And right now, the best players and the players you should be following and supporting are actually sharing their decks freely. There's a few individuals who think they are the best and they just stay behind in a little dark cellar and just theorycraft on their own and never actually share anything. And they also twist the rules of tournaments to their advantage. But yeah, we don't want to get into that. It's too easy to get into that. It's a bit annoying. I want to get that out of my head, but it's still kind of stuck in there. If you can kill one, you can kill them all. Do it again. Close. Yeah, best example is really Viper. He is arguably the best player in the game, and he's probably the one that shares his decks the most of all of the everybody. So this is who we should look up to. Yeah, sell the armor. Get in Berserkers. I feel like the Berserkers should stay together. I've been splitting them up, but let's have them a little bit closer together. Do legendary augments stack if you get the same one on one monster? Yeah, they should be stacking. I haven't tried all of them, but all those that I tried, it works. If you put those two on one, it works. That I also talked to Ben about it, and he confirmed that stacking augments on one Illuvial works. Alright, what are we even playing against? Oh, the old meta deck. Let's see. Let's see how good it still is. I really liked last time when we brought in the Titanor on round 3. Because all the other options is, it's either Gnarl, which gives us 50 points, so not enough to deploy another unit. Now we could, now that we have C4s, bring in C4s and Upon. That could be a nice turn as well. Let's see. I want to maybe take the Doka away from the Upon. Ooh. Phosphorus, no, he's good. He's good. He's not shooting down our line. That's the worst thing that can happen with Phosphorus. Phosphorus is so hard to position good. Like a good positioning compared to a bad position, Phosphorus is gonna be like doing 10 times more the damage. Looks good. Phosphorus is nuking though. Look at that damage. Die already, will you? God damn. And that's without augments. And without Arcanite activated. Or does he have Arcanite with the Ranger? Yeah, he does have Arcanite in Bloom. Sheesh. Gotta put some Colossus in front of that guy. Don't need. Kinda nice. Double. Actually, this would be really nice. But the Thorns as well. I feel like the Thorns would be even better with our Colossus build. Made a deck last night, can't wait to try. I'm only like 1250. That's alright, man. Don't you worry. I should be more rating as well, but I'm trying decks out. I'm not really playing serious ladder. I just like playing ladder, but I don't need to be the best ranked. Once there is like rewards coming out for it, as we saw in Kieran's post on Twitter, that would be when I'm probably gonna start tryharding. Kind of weird again, huh? We're playing the Arcalion, even though we don't have Verdant or Aegis. It's a weird turn. And our guys are just too fat. I can't bring anybody in here without blocking everything. I'm not even an LV holder yet. That's fine as well. But yeah, if you want to become an LV holder, obviously no financial advice as always. I'm probably the worst person to listen to financial advice to. But if you want to get an LV holder, I guess it's better sooner than later. Because we're just going up from here. That's what I believe. Don't take my word for it. Never invest anything you cannot afford to lose. That's the most important thing that I've learned in here. And the other very important thing that somebody told me the other day was, I can't really remember how it was exactly, but it was kind of about getting in a rich people's mindset, because we're surrounded by investors and kind of rich people in Illuvium so far. So when I say, oh, I got 5,000 invested, for example, it sounds so low in my head because everybody has 100,000 invested. But you gotta stay real and really see how much you can afford to put in. TCA is always good. I don't know why I'm talking about tokens and stuff now. It's really not my topic. Let's cut it. Get the 4 Colossus and the Verdant, probably a good move. And we still don't have the Adorius in. It's kind of sad, but it's alright. And I feel like we have to put the Berserkers in the front, because if they're not in the front in the beginning, they're just going to be blocked out. They're going to join the party. I'm really unsure about positioning right now. How's the damage looking? Mostly physical. We can get some grid and resolve. Probably this will be better first though. Usually you want to put rather 2 augments on 1 unit than 1 augment on 2 units. So yeah, I would change that next time. It's looking bad. Oh, it's looking better again. Toxic is popping off. We're healing with every unit that we kill. All our toxic units are healing. Is he going for pure damage? If you want to itemize your phosphorus, you want to go for stacking attack damage somehow. Either do it through Omega cast or through crits or whatever it is. But pure damage, it's not going to help his Omega cast. Physical damage is actually going to increase that cast damage. Yo, can you share this deck? For sure, my man. If you scroll up, you might find it even in the chat. I shared some links in there. But if not, I'll be right back. Just have to plan out this round. Oh, I forgot, we got 9 Illuvials now. But that's not how I want to play this. I'd rather remove you, because look at the... Oh, we just lost mastery points. Because look at the healing done by the Arcalion. Well, it's actually a little bit. Maybe you go and you come in. What, 9 Illuvials now? Yeah, we have 1 flex Illuvial in here. The Sephorus, I added it. So I thought sometimes we can swap out the Arcalion for the Sephorus. And the Sephorus would give us a little bit more burst damage versus, for example, that water deck earlier. Or versus empath decks or whatever. Like, basically versus only a ranged unit like we had versus the water deck. The Arcalion felt pretty useless because everybody else was running away from him. So he couldn't heal anybody. So yeah, with the Sephorus we can bring a Granite. A little bit more damage. How's it going over there? What are you two guys doing? Just having a slap off. Malura completely missing his Omega. Always nice. This should be fixed. I think Malura should stay on its target that it first casted it on and pop out wherever the target is gonna be. Yo, we actually lost. It's gonna be a long run now. Good thing we brought an expensive deck. How much cards does he have left? Quite a bit too. I think it's time to upgrade our Ranger. We could even make him a Mystic if we don't feel like Colossus is doing the trick. I'm down to try. And then bonded with this guy, I think we get toxic. Yes, sir. I'm sure he's gonna switch sides again. What else we got? This one. Screw it. We should have kept something in front of the phosphorus in case he didn't swap sides, because now we kind of screwed. Because now his Omega cast is going through all of our units here. It's gonna cast a full front line. Well, so far he's been only stunned and taunted. This one is just gonna hit and stunned again. Hey, this is a tight match. He couldn't finish off Scoriox. Thank you, Titanar. Yeah, our monk here is actually performing way better than I thought. We might be able to build a deck around Berserkers. Like 3 Berserkers. We're almost there already. We would just need to bring another weapon for the Ranger. Get some grit and resolve going. What do we need more? Probably grit. I think we got it. I think we win now. Ranger could have been positioned a little bit better. I don't think we're gonna hit the card deluxe. Oh, not too bad actually. Pretty solid so far. Now look at the damage of the C4s. That's a pretty good swap from the Arcalion, who didn't provide much this game. Because we don't need more sustain, we need more damage. We need to finish off some guys. Also perfect spacing here. Malura was in his 3 cast not able to target anything else except our Adorius. Do we have it? Not yet. You see, we're a little bit repositioning, a little bit bringing in different units. Suddenly you win the game so easily. So, Ranger gets the armor. Our 2 Berserkers here should somehow get Omnivamp. Team gets extra health. You get thorns. Is he gonna reposition? Because right here we're reducing the attack speed of the Scoriox and the Phosphorus. This would be a bit safer positioning, but then kind of our right lens is kind of blocked here. Oh, we cannot even bring it in anyway. It is what it is. Good luck, have fun. Can you display the synergy, not the combat stats? Yes, sir. Pretty effective, I feel like. The only thing we're missing out is Spore and Invoker. I thought about bringing Invoker in and maybe cutting... I don't know what I would cut though. Maybe the Gnarl. Gnarl for a dual F. Malure at that. That's huge. And the Sea Forest damage always surprises me. For 55 cost, he does a lot. Looking good still, kind of. We need a heal from Adorius. Nice shields. Heal coming through for the Cardalux. Thorns is killing the Scoriox. That was beautiful. Look at the Cardalux damage. That's all Thorns. Nice! We beat the meta deck. Perfect. And your camera on the right? Not sure about that. I got kind of used to the left side. You couldn't see the synergies or what? What do we have here? I think it's Viper stack, right? The Slayer Invoker Granite. Let's see if we can beat it. Five energy and the first Omega refunds 50% of the energy cost. Holdless Omega cannot crit. That would be huge on C4s. That's also cool why we have C4s in there. This one is also really huge though. Healing everybody. I think we're gonna go something like this. Yeah, it's nice because now like stuff like Final Abunding or Perpetual Entropy, we can actually have somebody to put this on. Usually in most decks I have no casters to put this on. There you go, I guess he has some casters for it. Yep, I should have thought about more what he's gonna want, because he really wanted that ability can crit. Sanjit, what do you agree I fucked up? Gotta take a pee. Be right back. Only finished half of the peeing. Just kidding though. Yeah. Just in time. Is there a website with tips and deck builds? What you can do is follow me on Twitter, follow Viper on Twitter. Also, I can post you some decks right now if you want. I can link you some of my decks, this one for example, because it's been working great. What are we playing? I don't know if that's the call, but I kind of want to have Dualef and his Flishes target my useless guys over here. I'm really not sure about them. I mean, Mystic and Mud is huge, but I'm really not sure about the Arcalion. What deck are you using? I built this earlier in preparation for the patch. There is not a single tier 0 Illuvial, Empath or Air in there. And it's around Toxic Colossus. Toxic Colossus Mystic and Seaforus is kind of the tech unit that we can bring in instead of the Arcalion. True Sight is working now, has been fixed. Pretty strong for my Berserkers, I feel like. 12 seconds Indomitable, it sounds nice, but it's not that good, I feel like. Especially because my deck is kind of slow, his deck is kind of slow. So in the first 12 seconds, nobody's gonna die usually anyway. Titanor is pretty strong versus them, shooting down a nice big Omega down the line. I think we want to bring him here to protect our Berserkers a little bit. Alright, let's see. This deck was able to beat Arcanites and also a new build I saw, Tsunami Water Invokers with a Ranger carry, which looked super fun. I might be playing this later on. Yeah, positioning wise we really screwed up here a little bit. But we're still alive. I think he got us, to be honest. I think he got us there. Really strong deck. I have this ready as well. Slayer, Granite. Slayer, Granite, Steam. With 3 air. We kinda changed it. We instead of 3 air, we have 3 water. Looks way better than last round. Way, way better. Wow, Umbre's damage does so much. Umbre's ability crits for so much. He has the augment on it, so his abilities can crit. Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's try another deck. Should we try the same? I actually want to play some Phantom Guild for the win. Rampfire Rogues. So much fun to play this deck, because most games are going to be over in 4 rounds. And it's very polarizing. Either you win it straight up, or you counter, then you lose it. But it feels like most of the time you win versus most of the deck. Catastrophe! Man, he's been grinding. This guy I have 100% win rate against. Maybe he's gonna be able to change that right now. He's playing the Water Slayer deck. Water Slayer Invoker. Granite. Bulwark. No Steam, so that's the change. The team we played against before was utilizing Steam. This guy is utilizing Water a little bit more. This time we're not gonna give Final Abunding to the Umbra. That was huge. That might have lost us the last game. One, 2, 3, 4. Bond with the Fire Volante. And then make a beautiful little grid. Look at that. You see right here, ladies and gentlemen, that's art. That's a pretty strong round 1. Would be even stronger if we could get, instead of 3 rogues, 2 fighters, 2 rogues and 3 fighters. But we can't. I like it that nobody's playing the old decks anymore. I haven't seen a single empath deck yet. Ready? Catastrophe. I'm his arch nemesis. Looks good so far. I think we're gonna win this round pretty decisively again. Because Sinnoh is not gonna cast one more time. Got him. But he's not taking too much damage. I'm not sure if we can close it out by round 4. And if you cannot close it out by round 4, it's usually... that's usually not so good, huh? I could have repositioned our range a little bit away from everybody. Ramfire able to cast his Omega. Huge. GG. Alright. We're gonna be able to close it out next round if we win. Take some points off Catastrophe. Can we hide it now? I thought there was in the patch notes. Oh, you can at least look at the augments. That's good. But you cannot hide this legendary augment phase window yet. Sweet. Here comes the last piece of the puzzle. We have a full board, looking absolutely beautiful, and we're just gonna give some mana to our Ramfire. The sooner he casts, the more likely it is we're gonna win. He might be repositioning now, but usually that doesn't help too much. The only thing he could do is bring everything to the right and keep just one unit here with the invulnerable and indomitable augment. That would be the big counterplay. And Ramfire Omega coming in on every unit of the enemy team. Look at that. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. So satisfying. What do you think of the update? So far, really good. Everybody's playing something else so far. I've been able to beat Arcanite Air Poison, like the old meta deck. I've been able to beat it with a Toxic deck. And so yeah, I've seen a lot of new decks. I'm really stoked about the patch. I'm glad they didn't like nerf Air Empaths and T-Zeros too much. They still feel like they're playable. So I'm stoked. I also have on YouTube a rundown video, where I just go over the changes. Did they patch the big where you get extra mastery points sometimes? Huh? The bug, you mean? I'm not sure about that yet. We haven't encountered the bug yet. All we had was a disconnect. Somebody in the arena channel in Illuvium Discord complained about something similar, but I'm not sure. Shit, what we play against? I didn't check. More extra rogue, we don't really need it. But once the legendary augments are fixed and you actually only get synergies that you kind of need or your opponent, that's where we can do like things where we bring 5 rogues and we just hope for the legendary augment to bring us the number 6 rogue. Yeah, sorry, I should have got that typo. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they talked about it in the patch notes, so probably not. Friend is calling. I told him he could come by at 3, but not yet. Still streaming. A little bit at least. Stream has been going on for 2 hours now. So that's a good time already, but I want to stream a little bit longer. Andy von Cryptoaten. Hello, Andy. Oh, he's using my profile picture. Please? Thank you. Alright, Ramfy goes in, enter Riptor. Dude, he's playing my full toxic mystics. That's exactly the team that I built on stream, I think. Or that I made a video about. It is called my best team. I don't even have it anymore. I don't think it counters us though. The Colossus kind of countered the Ramfire though. That is true. But he doesn't have the Gnarl, so it's just gonna get up to 3 Colossus. Solid. Didn't lose a single unit. This is so strong on Ramfire, I feel like. 50 Omega power and 50 energy. How much does the augment give? This gives 48 energy, even though it's a 40 cost augment. It's like 3 times better. Crazy. GG. Copied my deck and your PvP. Yeah, I'm not mad. This wasn't like, oh, screw you, you copied my deck. It's just I'm surprised and I'm excited to see my deck going around. It's not exactly my deck. Like I'm doing the same thing that I'm annoyed about. I'm taking ownership over something that probably 100 people came up with. So I take that back. This is very similar to my poison deck. It's cool to see. I don't think I brought in the Gazier. Instead of the Gazier, I had the Gnarl for another Colossus. And if he did that as well, he might have been able to counter me better. Because Colossus, if you have 4 Colossus, this really counters Ramfire. Because you're gonna get 80 energy and physical resist, and then a Ramfire Omega is gonna do 0 damage on you. Tsunami. He might want to go for this, but I don't think the match is gonna last long enough for him to even be able to play this. I think he wants to get this to counter me. So we're just gonna do a 1-2-1. Hopefully we outplayed him right here. Didn't go for Tsunami. Oh, we got this as well. Perfect. So I think we just need more damage on the Ramfire Omega. Don't think we need more mana, so let's go for the 60 crit amp. Maybe reduce resistances by 36%. This augment kinda counters the Colossus again, lowering their resistances again. Ready! Let's go, Andy. Do you want me to move the camera to the side? Because it is kind of blocking the synergies, I guess. Let me know if you like this better. That was a close round. Is he able to come back, actually? Reduce attack speed, always good, especially versus that enemy team. Get some extra energy, really good for our Ramfire since we don't have only one energy gain augment on him. We could also put our camera on our profile picture on the top left. That might be the spot. Got him. Man, 5 rounds won in a row and still not finished. What should we do? Is he healing a lot? Nope. Who is dying first? This guy, eh? Probably upgrading our ranger will boost our damage enough to actually win. Ramfire is a little bit in a bad positioning. He's like almost the furthest rogue on the right side, except for the Water Volante here. So after they kill Water Volante, they're gonna go attack my Ramfire. He's already attacking my Ramfire, which is kind of good actually. Big Omega coming in, hitting 3 units only, but 3 important units, so that's pretty good. Can we cast one more time? Is that a thing? Ooh, huge. Bam. Got him. GG. Super close. GG. Sweet. We're playing against Viper 2! Hey, is it really Viper 2? Let's check. I didn't even really check what he played. Oh, I think it's him. Yep. I don't want to check which... what are we gonna do? Playing against Viper. Now we see if this deck is worth something. Let's see if he can outplay my positioning. I hope I'm not getting stream sniped. So, what we got? What tag is it? Invoker, Rogue, Bloom, Aegis, I guess. Aegis, Colossus, Invoker. A lot of tech choices in that deck. If we go into late game, we should be in the advantage because he didn't bring so many augments. Didn't even bring an extra armor. No way. There's no armor in this deck. Oh, no, there isn't. Crazy. Just three guns. Yeah, usually you don't really need the armor, I feel like. But in the late game it can be quite nice. Thanks, Hans. We'll get him. Viper's washed up. He used to be a pro. Now he's just playing Illuvium. So what is he gonna play versus me? Full Colossus, eh? But I'm countering the Invokers. That's why he has the Phosphorus and the Lulura in it. So he's gonna go Colossus, Bloom. And that's gonna counter me. Because no way he's gonna bring in Ophisto and stuff. I'm gonna wreck them with my rogues. But Phosphorus, Bloom is kind of a counter to me, I feel like. So far he's just going for full Colossus. Actually working pretty good. We need to finish off this guy, otherwise he's gonna heal himself. Go Rampfire. Nope, not happening. I feel like this right now is the meta. Toxic Colossus. It was already really strong before the patch, but right now, with the Empaths being nerfed, because the Empaths were the biggest counter to the Toxic, because they would just out-sustain and out-heal them. What you doing, Viper? Come on, buddy. Come on now. Show me that Phosphorus. Or is you gonna bring in the Titan right now? Blotto, alright. A lot of big boys in here. Silence the Blotto, couldn't cast. Absolutely beautiful. Ramfire goes in the air. Gonna do huge damage. Not so much to the Colossus though. And this Cardalux is already hyperactive, so this is a bit scary. Ramfire is hyperactive as well, but we're not gonna cast again. Yeah, Colossus counters the Ramfire a bit. Yo! How's the new patch? What's the biggest change that you noticed? Well, kind of air. Like before the patch, every deck had an air, at least 3 air in it. And right now I've seen it like once when somebody played an old deck, but yeah. Are we going for double cast or this one? They're both really good for Empire. Let's try the double cast. Let's actually go 2-2 and try to get either one of them. Yeah, I think the air nerf was much needed and it really helped. But we need a little bit more testing to really figure it out, I feel like. I guess I should have gone for the other one. It's so much better than this one. It's alright. We're gonna try. We are gonna try crit and double. So if he casts once, we should be good. You gotta cast at least once. That's all we need. Who's gonna... Ooh, I forgot. There was still some unit that we needed to bring in. Yikes. Too late now. Yeah, we can survive another round anyway. Indomitable feels so weak against poison though. Uh-huh. Resold it for the phosphorus. Interesting. This could counter my approach with the Ramfire a bit. If we're not able to get enough mana for the first cast. Should be hyperactive once we cast. Almost. And right again. Oh, that was beautiful, wasn't it? Shouldn't have sold that Colossus, brother. Should not have done that. Because now we got you. Healing reduced by 70%. And they're healing quite a bit, huh? Nope, that's the wrong guy for that. Oh shit! I forgot about the Amberlings again. Whew! Because that gives us fire and rogue. It gives us 4 rogues. We already have the fire. Alright. I think there's gonna come a big repositioning right now, which is gonna screw me up. Titanar, alright. This is a big counter to my team. But still, only 2 Colossus? I think he should have gone for 4. Actually able to kill the Titanar. Now we're gonna cast that double Omega. Hopefully killing the... Oh, he has lifesteal. Oh, we got him. We got him. Nice. I'm gonna rewatch his stream and see what he's saying. Maybe he's freaking out. Should be good. Come on, Viper. Show us what you got. It's your last chance. I want to see 4 Colossus. 3 Colossus. There we go. What's his ranger? Oh, he's Arcanite Bloom. Alright. Oh, double Omega is too strong on the Ramfire. GG. Well played. Woo! We're beating the pro players. No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. I'm not gonna be toxic here. It was an absolute fabulous game. I'm not screenshotting it right now to promise I beat the pro. No, that's not what I'm doing. GG. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if it's really true that if he played for 4 Colossus, he could have won. And just screw the Arcanite on the Phosphorus, because it's just about surviving for him anyway. It's not about that Arcanite extra damage. But I don't know if he even brought a Bulwark Shield for his Ranger for this possibility. Alrighty, Catastrophe, our favorite enemy. He's like, nah, not this guy again. Hold against Phantom Class. This is crazy. I'm not gonna invest more than one, I think. Maybe two. No! Dude, this seems like a too... Are you here, Catastrophe? Show yourself. This seems like a too big of a coincidence. I always have to put a stream delay. This is not a good game to be streamed without delay. Probably was just a coincidence, but if I keep doing that, it's gonna happen more and more that people actually just check out the stream and see what I bid on legendary augments and stuff like this. Maybe it's you, Hans. Maybe you are actually Catastrophe. Good, good, good. If I was him, what he could do to counter me a little bit, I feel like is spread out as much as possible. Put one unit in every corner. So somehow my Ramfire is not gonna hit everything. Yeah, I think Viper's version of this is a little bit better. Those two. What you got, buddy? Alright, since he's taking his time, I need some water. Easy W. It has been really much better to bring in Ramfire round 3. The other day when I was playing this deck, I always brought in Ramfire round 4. But this time it has always made the difference to see Ramfire cast. Also we can position him a little bit over here to hit the dual F. But if he's smart, another Invoker goes in this corner. So then I cannot hit both with my Ramfire. Ooh. Umbra already in. Is he winning this 2-on-3? Nah. Got him. Took a lot of damage too because our Ramfire survived. Ooh, this is too strong. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for it too. Actually, let's go for the Smite. Yeah, Smite is definitely the best choice. This is so weak. I'm not gonna put anything on it actually. Just kidding. Oh no, I should have waited longer. Look at him, look at him. He went the same augments. This guy's in the stream. This guy's right here. And we're still gonna beat you, Catastrophe. Like we have done every single time I meet you. You're the one person I have 100% win rate against. It's not gonna change today, man. Itemized Ramfire. We probably need an early cast. Try to get this Atlas a little bit more over to my Ramfire with this repositioning. Who else is excited for the emotes? Which emotes, man? Do you know something I don't know? I just know these emotes. Ramfire hit almost nothing. Rampy did almost more damage. Alright, fair, good game. Why is everybody playing this augment on the Umbra? Gets so tanky. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I kinda don't like our augments on our Ramfire. I'd rather go for more damage and cast a little bit later. Because now we almost cast it too early, you know. Let's just go one of those. And the other one crit damage. Then we're gonna reduce energy gain. And we're also gonna screw him up right here. Gonna catch his rogues here, gonna reduce their attack speed. Gonna tank them forever. That might make them dodge our Ramfire Omega, didn't think about that. But it hopefully denies a lot from the Umbra. Alright, we gotta position so that we get everybody together. That's our big problem right here. We cannot do this. I want everybody coming over here. All our units. Group up, guys. Group up. It's time for a team fight. Alright. Oh, we didn't hit the Umbra again. Oh no, it's gonna be our first lose versus Catastrophe. I'm gonna lose my 100% win rate meme against him. We just can't hit the Umbra. That's really the problem here. Let's try once again. Our last attempt. Maybe also reduce the healing to counter the parasitic link. Alright, let's see. Catastrophe. My arch nemesis. This time Umbre is in the range for a Ramfire. Holy moly, what did so much damage there? Ramfire Omega? No, it's again not hitting the Umbre. Yeah, GG. Well played. Nice deck. Alright, alright. There you go, Catastrophe. I'm happy for you. I'm happy the bullying is over. Cool, cool, cool. I think we're gonna stream like 1-2 more games. Then we're gonna hit it. I wanna watch an old video at the end. It's kind of my ender. So let's play one more game. So we finish on a win. Let's try the like, comment, and subscribe team. I wonder why that's the name of this team. I wonder what you're supposed to do, guys. I'm not sure. It's a bit of a confusing team, though. Well, yeah. Toxic, nature, empaths. Alright, that's interesting. He's playing full sustain toxic. So he's playing the 2 toxics. I want to build a team like this. Like maybe toxic, berserker, nature, empath, something like that. Don't need this. This is pretty good. It's also pretty good. Let's go like that. Bro, I'm watching you. Are you playing against me? Well, don't watch me then, I have no stream delay. It's fine, I don't mind. What's the round 1 of this? I still don't really get where the link between Slayer and Shock is. But whatever. We're probably gonna start toxic like we always do. Kinda like that. I wish I had an Australian accent. It's the absolute best accent in the world, I think. Fuck me, dude. Can't do it. You will shut down the stream? No, we're gonna play till we win one before we shut it down. That's not gonna happen. So far we have a nice mirror match going on here. It seems like I'm pulling ahead though. Because both of my units are focusing the ranger. What is next? Three of those? Holy moly. That's a weird augment choice. Maybe just the right plans. Double down on the toxics. I feel like that's the move. We could also sold the ranger's armor and brought in something else than the flesh, but I guess it's fine. Let's try to have a nice line here to hit both of the enemies. I will shut the stream down, he says. Come at me, brother. Ooh, 3 Verdant. Nice turn. I don't think Verdant count as Toxic though. So I think we're still gonna be in the lead. Because actually Toxic, once it has 5 stacks, it reduces the ability to heal. So actually Toxic kinda count as Verdant. Hyperactive wise, he's pulling ahead, but very slowly. Like they're not even hyperactive yet. Think we got this. We have to sustain just as he does, but we have more damage with the Toxics. I know you're just joking. It's a good joke. That was funny, dude. B-Boy DG. I feel like Viper put in some stuff that's just open-ended to maybe snag a synergy from the legendary augment round. For example, we got 2 Herbs. So maybe that's kinda used for that. Wait, let's downgrade the armor and see how much money we have to play. We have to play around with. 155. I mean, that just screams for those 2 guys, doesn't it? Although the armor is really good on our rangers, so we can't forget to bring that back. Huge heals. Holy. Crazy. Alright, he might have us here. He brought back the Toxic, still 3 Verdant, kinda out sustaining us with the 3 Colossus as well. Alright, we got wrecked here. What should we bring in next? Don't look. I know you want to. Don't do it. It's pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the 3 here as well. Oh no. Alright, he didn't look. B-Boy right here is honorable player. We need the stacking damage augment on him. I mean, that's for sure. But maybe it's better to just bring in 2 units. But who? Kind of ran out of time here. But hopefully the Aegis is gonna buff our Umbra. Not looking super good, to be honest. We cannot get through his Verdant heal. It's crazy. It's a really cool team. And then if he brings in the nature plus empaths. 3 Verdant, 2 toxic, 3 nature, 3 empath, 3 colossus. That's a sick team, B-boy. You build it yourself? I feel like the augments are outdated. It's all from yesterday. So we would have to redo this deck a little bit. Your friend did. Hey, it's cool. I wanna try it as well. Gotta take a screenshot. I'll just remember. Look at that. It's beautiful. I wish we had our Ramfire team right now. There's just no chance. We're not getting through. GG. Alright, we're gonna shut down the stream. B-Boy did it for us. Yeah, Ramfire would counter this hard. But it's nice to see that the patch kind of brought it back to a rock, paper, scissors scenario. Where there's like 3 to 5 decks which all counter each other in a different way. Because this really countered me right here. Also, all my water units and water affinities got countered by all the natures. Steam Granite Slayer. Are the augments updated already? Oh, I did update them a little bit. It's pretty solid. Try out this team. It's also from Viper. I just updated it a little bit, so I can say it's mine. I swapped basically the air to be nature. The 3 airs are now 3 natures. 3 water, sorry. Thank you too. It was fun. Thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate it. I do have a YouTube channel, which is kind of my main thing. So if you ever need some YouTube content from about Illuvium, you should come to me. Alrighty, one more win. And then we're gonna watch an old video of mine and delist it. Because there's a lot of trashy, cringy, shitty videos that I have. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Let's see. Scroll all the way back on my YouTube channel and find some really old cringy video that we can unlist. It's gonna be hard to watch it, but we'll manage. You're very welcome. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I have a video for us to watch. Man, I really tried hard on my thumbnails back then. We can watch one while we wait for the game, actually. Oh, there it is. Never mind. What we got? Bulwark, fire, science, a lot of science. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 science, and 3 bulwarks, I guess. Yep. It's gonna be interesting. I'm curious how that's gonna perform. Oh wait, with Slayer this could have been actually good. He's going for Wildfire? Or just 1 each? Alright. So, are we gonna start this out? Usually you want to start out with the smallest units. That's at least my go-to. And look at this. Bulwark in the front. Rogues in the back. Ranger. Does he have rogues? No. Scion team. Right. Ranger right here. What do we want to bond our Ranger with? Probably want to be Steam. Yeah. So we're going to bond it with one of those two guys. Yeah, we're going for Steam Invoker on our Ranger. Because for Slayer we need Rogue. Yeah, we could also go for Slayer actually. Depending. Probably versus this team, Slayer will be better. Should we just bring in the Duelev? Umbra is better versus them. Ooh, that's perfect. Oh, Viper, I love you. What a nice deck. Down to 0 mastery points with this setup. Gotta love it. I don't want to stay on the TNT, I think, with Granite. So we're gonna get this guy over here. Ready! Whoa. Yeah, I gotta go after this one. I have some things I have to do with the Illuvium Guild Phantom. By the way, if you don't have a guild yet, if you want a nice space to hang out with your fellow Illuvium enthusiasts, do you give up? I guess it counts. Yeah, join the Illuvium Guild Phantom. We're a great place to be at. We have all the cool people, and we're very inclusive and try to kind of provide a safe place away from the sometimes toxic Illuvium Discord. Alright, let's close this and let me show you an old video and maybe we find something to unlist because I want to get rid of some videos. Alright, let me screen share this. So there was a contest the last Illuvial and I did 2 of them. And one looks exactly... This was before they were released, right? One looks exactly like the Ice Bear line and one looks exactly like the Sloth line. So actually, they didn't get selected because I think they were already planning on doing them. But it's crazy how close they actually are. So let's watch this one. There's only 180 views. It's only 1 minute long.
Stage 1 is called Brody, his affinity is nature and his class is Scion. He's inspired by the pygmy sloth. Stage 2 is called Bropus. His affinity becomes verdant because the sloth fur often is overgrown by algae, giving it a green appearance. Stage 3 is called Bronix. He's a verdant affinity with a Harbinger class, inspired by the extinct giant ground sloth. The Omega is called Transpiration. The user raises their hands over their head to smash the claws into the ground, spawning roots to entangle the enemies. Stage 1 roots one target, stunning it and draining its life. Stage 2 roots...
So far, exactly the same, right? Like, exactly the same. Even the Omega. And this all came out of my mind. I didn't look it up from them. So I hope this also came out of their mind and that they didn't look it up from me, or I don't care. It would be fun if they did. But here comes the first change. I thought it would be cool if they would actually... No wait, this is still the same.
Target and the furthest enemy, also stunning and draining them. Stage 3 will root the target.
This would be really cool for the Gnarl. You throw the furthest enemy actually on the front line, stun everybody that hits it. That way you kind of can grab the Sin Elf and bring it into the front line.
And the furthest enemy, and then throw the furthest enemy onto the target to stun them both and drain their life. When they go hyper, their Omega also spawns some roots around them to damage attackers and protect themselves. Their hyper attack slows down their attack speed a lot, but increases their attack damage even more. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one, bye! Stage 1.
Bye! Yeah, no way I'm gonna unlist it, I love that video. Some Illuvium lore right here. Wanna see the other one? It's also just, we just, the requirement was that it's only a minute long. So So that's
What's
why.
good, everybody? This is my entry for the last Illuvial contest. It is a polar bear themed Illuvial. So the stage 1 is called Nanu and Nanu, a water fighter Illuvie. Polar bears usually get twins because in most cases only one survives. Stage 2 is Nanoko with frost affinity and fighter class. Stage 3 is Nanosikyu. He is a frost affinity with either Dreadnought, Slayer or Templar class. Jumping down to the Omega auto hit concept for Dreadnought. The Omega is to get up on 2 legs and slap the ground to make ice erupting, applying frostburn to the affected enemies. Frostburn slows your movement speed and applies a bleed effect that gets stronger the longer it lasts. So for stage 1 there is ice erupting just on the target. For stage 2 there is a line of ice erupting from
I'm kind of sad we didn't get this Omega with our polar bear line.
the target to the furthest enemy, and on stage 3 a line of ice is erupting to the
Oh,
furthest
look at
enemy
that.
with an explosion at the end. When
Looks
they go
so cool.
hyperactive, they stand up on 2 legs and stay there for the remainder of the fight. They improve their Omega by an ice explosion around themselves and improve their auto hits with a frostburn dot. Thank you so much for watching. If you also want to see the Slayer and Templar concept, it is written out in the description below.
Cool stuff, bro. I wasn't even that cringy. I fell off, huh? I used to do very good videos. Look at this. Yeah, I can't unlist any of those. It would break my heart. TSG roasted. I just took like the worst gameplay of him and make like a video about it where I say all the things that he did wrong. Well, that was fun. I think we're gonna cut it right here. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet, join Phantom. Link, like, subscribe, follow. You know, I don't need to remind you. You know this shit. Yeah, have a wonderful day. See you on the next one. Peace out. Probably tomorrow I'll be back. I should get up a schedule. I'm gonna work on a schedule so you guys see when I'm online. But probably for now, just every day. Peace. Bye bye. Adios. I cannot find the button to end the stream. Oh, there we are. Goodbye. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Ciao.